A very warm welcome and very good morning to all the viewers for another clash for the Desert T20 finals for Division C between Team Renegades and CSK. Renegades have been awarded the toss and they have elected to bowl first. Now the players are on the field. Renegades have been on flying start. They have cleaned him up on the very first delivery. Renegades are on high. They got the first breakthrough of the innings. Justin. What a dream start Renegades are having. Salahuddin on his very first delivery, he cleaned him up. Now the new batsman for CSK is in. Lovely ball on the stumps. Batsman wanted to cut it down but not able to connect well. Arjun Varka is the new batsman. He is a very well known player for CSK, regularly coming on one down. Salahuddin, who is a prime bowler for Renegades, has given a perfect start for Renegades. Salahuddin again to Arjun. Nicely bowled on the stumps, and Arjun just flicked the ball towards mid-on region for a couple of runs. Finally runs on the board for CSK. Again, nicely bowled on the stumps. Arjun just played towards fine leg region for a couple of runs again. Very tidy over by Salahuddin, who has been keeping the batsman on check, not allowing any room for the batsman to play their shots. Salahuddin from the garden end to Arjun again on the off stumps. A straight drive from Arjun over the bowler's head, and it went for a boundary. With that boundary, CSK reached on 9 runs, loss of 1 wicket. Arjun looks very solid, and Shiburaj yet to face a ball. We apologize to the viewers for the delayed start of the match. This was the summary for last night finale between Marathi Bengal and Dan Cricket Maverick. Asif Nawaz is the new bowler from the road end for Renegades. Shiburaj, who will be facing first time in this innings. Shibu is taking his time checking the field for him. Nawaz from road end to Shibu. Nicely bowled down the leg side, and umpire signal a wide over there. An extra run for CSK. Today's match officials are on-field umpire Josefa and Wahid, and the match referee is Shrikant, along with that scorer Ujjal Malik and Prashant Lloyd. Asif Nawaz again to Shibu, outside of stumps, and Shibu wanted to go hard but was way too away from the body and not able to connect the ball. Shibu is trying to utilize the power play because they knows that as much as run they can get in power play, it will be really helpful to other batters who are coming down. Nawaz again to Shibu. A nice ball again on the stumps. Shibu just fumbled on the crease while running, but still managed to steal a single over there. Seems like he's having some issue with his shoes. Now Arjun will be facing Nawaz. It will be pretty interesting contest as Arjun is looking very solid and going hard on the pitch. In his first over he played against Salahuddin. Nawaz again to Arjun. Another nicely bowled down the leg on the hop. Arjun wanted to play a pull shot, but just a thick edge towards fine leg for a couple of runs. A pretty good start for CSK. Beg your pardon, it was a boundary. Arjun is looking very solid and he knows that he wants to use his ability in the power play. Nicely bowled outside of stump, way outside of stump, and umpire Josefa signaled to wide. An additional score has been added to the tally for CSK. Interesting to see how Renegades will cope with Arjun. He's looking very good. On the stumps, almost nearly in the block hole, and Arjun just played towards short long on for a single. He's taking his time and playing his shots. Not playing any risky shots so far. Because he knows the wicket over his belly. Shibu now ready to face Asif Nawaz. Nicely bowled outside of stumps. Shibu just played towards cover region for a boundary. A very good looking shot by Shibu. Finally, he made a good contact over the ball, and the ball races away towards boundary. Shibu also known for his classical shots, and he could be very dangerous if he stays in the crease. So Renegade must have to think about not giving away freebies to a player like Shibu. Nawaz again to Shibu uh, on the stumps, and Shibu just hooked the ball, and the ball races away towards boundary again. With that boundary, CSK have reached on 25, loss of 1 wicket after completion of 2 overs. Arjun is on 13 in 7 deliveries, and Shiburaj is on 9 at 4 deliveries. Again, Salahuddin nicely bowled outside of stump and elegantly played by Arjun towards third man region for a couple of runs. Arjun looking very solid today, and he will not make any mistakes because he knows the value of his wicket. Salahuddin again to Arjun. Again outside of stump. Again Arjun wanted to play the cut shot, but this time he's not able to connect the ball, and the ball reaches to keeper's gloves. Nicely ball on the a lovely cover drive by Arjun. He's taking full toll on the bowlers and not giving any chance for settling them. CSK are on a flying start. They have reached on 43 runs in just 4 overs. Arjun is looking very dangerous for Renegades. He's taking his team CSK to the respectable totals where they can really fight. Syed Tishrullah, new bowler from Garden End to Shiburaj. Shibu taking his time, checking the field, where the field has been placement for him. Tishrullah has been introduced by Captain Fahad. Tishrullah to Shibu. Low full toss ball, and it was a drop chance by captain himself. It could have been a good catch because Shibu is a dangerous player. If you are giving him a chance, it will be very difficult for the team Renegades to drop giving a chance to a player like a Shibu. Nicely bowled on the stumps. Shibu just played straight towards long off region for a single, giving strikes to Arjun, who is looking well settled and taking toll on the bowlers. Arjun ready to face Tishrullah. Oh, nicely played towards mid-on region for a single run by Arjun. The ball was on the pads and he just uses his wrist and flick the balls. He's watching the ball and keep tickling the scoreboard, not missing any balls. Tishrullah again to Shibu. Oh, nicely bowled on the stumps. Seems like Shibu is in trouble. Got hit on the middle of his stumps. Umpire Wahid turned down the appeal. Looked like it was on a higher side. It was going above the stumps. Good comeback by Tishrullah. So far given away only 2 runs in these overs. He's keeping his line very tight. This time Shibu takes the toll and played a big shot, and it went for a maximum. A beautiful looking shot by Shibu Raj. He's keeping his line very tight. Now Shibu is coming into his groove, and Shibu takes the toll any chance for scoring runs. If you make a mistake, definitely Shibu going to punish you. You have to keep your line tight and steady if you want to keep the batsman like Shibu to quiet. Tishrullah again setting field for Shibu. They have taken a mid-on over there. Tishrullah to Shibu. Again on the stumps, play towards mid-on region. The ball is racing towards the fielder there, but still they managed to steal a quick couple over there. Very good over so far for CSK. So after completion of 5 overs, CSK reached on 53 for 1. Shiburaj is on 22 in 11 deliveries and Arjun is on 27 in 18 deliveries. 4 extras has been given by Renegades so far. Justin was not able to open an account. The new bowler has been introduced now. A spin from the road end, Mohammad Zartab. He is very well known for his quicker one and googly. Arjun taking guard for the spinner. Zartab is setting his field for his bowling. No doubt he is very experienced campaigner and he knows that this might be very crucial to come onto this stage and bowl. Zartab to Arjun. A flighted delivery and Arjun played straight over the long off for a maximum. Might be very crucial. Not a good start for Zartab to give away a 6 run on the very first delivery. Zartab to Arjun. Arjun, who is looking very solid, delivery and straight played over the bowler head for a maximum. A good looking shot. Zartab again to Arjun. A lawful toss. Driven towards cover region for a single. A quick single there by Shibu also. CSK are on a roller coaster now. They have reached so far on 61 in just 5.3 overs. Arjun, who is looking very dangerous. A full toss and umpire, the ball has races down to leg side and umpire Josefa has given a signal wide. Zartab to Shibu. A quicker one and he has get the man he was looking for. As I said earlier that he is very famous for his quicker one and Zartab has his man. Shibu is walking back to the pavilion who scored 23 runs in 13 balls. Finally Renegades, who will be breathing over here after taking such a huge wicket. There was a pretty good partnership by Shibu and Arjun. After falling first wicket on the none, they have added 63 runs in just 5.4 overs. Zartab has got the wicket for Team Renegades. Jijo is a new batsman on the crease. Will be facing Zartab. Again the quicker one down the leg and just flick of the pads. The bowler was appealing, but it was just a sneak from the pads and a good stop by the keeper over there, Saman Lantha. A flighted one on the off, and the ball has wavered outside of the off stump, and umpire Josefa has signalled a wide. Seems like he's gonna be going for a quicker one this time. No, he just leave the ball on the stumps. Jijo wanted a quick single, but Arjun denied. He doesn't want to take any risk. He knows the importance of his wicket. With that dot, CSK have reached on 64 for 2 after completion of 6 overs. Zartab has given away 11 runs so far in this over, but he has taken an important wicket of Shibu, who was just trying to open up his hands. A new bowler has been introduced from Garden End, Nasser Firfire. Also, I would like to welcome in the commentary box Mr. Ridwan Parker. Welcome, Mr. Ridwan.
Thank you, Deepak. Thank you. It's a beautiful morning. Expectedly, we'll have a good game today.
Yeah, definitely. By looking at the moisture early in the morning, what do you think? What is a good total over here on this track?
Well, I guess with current given situation, we should have a game of 160, 170 should be the set target, and this, I believe that's defendable as well.
A full toss ball by Nasir and played towards mid-on region for a quick single. Arjun is looking very solid. As we have seen, he has played quite a few good shots and not giving any chance to bowlers to settle there. Okay, nicely bowled outside of stumps. Jijo wanted to go over the cover but not connect. Nasser Firfire, who is bowling from round wicket. Again, same ball, and again missed by the batter. It's pretty tricky track. You have to play very carefully here, the spinners. Nasser again offside off stump. The ball is flying and the catch has been taken. Might be very crucial. A good breakthrough here by Nasser. Asif Nawaz is the catcher here. Offside off stump. The ball is flying and the catch has been over the cover, but a leading edge ran towards a deep point and fielder did not make any mistakes over there. Asif Nawaz has taken the catch comfortably. Nasir also got a breakthrough in his very first over. CSK should try to stay and give support to Arjun, who is looking very good in the middle of the crease. Should not lose their way. They had a pretty good start so far. If they really want to win the match, they have to give support to Arjun. The new batter comes. Arjun on strike this time. Okay, nicely bowled outside of stump, played a big shot, and it was a superb catch by Zartab. A very precious wicket, a very precious wicket for Renegades. Nice catch on the boundary line by Zartab. It's a big wicket. Nasir Firfire have done the job in this over so far. He have picked up Jijo earlier and now Arjun also. CSK really in trouble now since their set batsman has been dismissed. And what an over by Nasir Shaukat Firfire, has given away only one run so far and taken two important wickets over here. This is going to be a turning point of the match. Nasir has changed the course of the game. So far, CSK looking very strong in this game up to this over. Nasir Shaukat has picked up 2 in 2 and he's on a hat-trick now. Let's see whether he can make it or no. Nasir Shaukat Firfire will be going for a hat-trick, has a sleep, a short point. A nicely ball on the stumps. Batter just driven straight for a single, and there is a misfield and the batter has steal another single. A very good over by Nasir Firfire, given away only 3 runs and picked up 2 crucial wickets over here, especially the Arjun wicket, who was looking very dangerous. Ansar and Prashant has to steady the partnership to get a good total over here. Zartab, who have dismissed in his very first over Shiburaj, now again he will be continuing for his second over. Mr. Ridwan will be continuing from here. That was a tough chance, has been dropped by the keeper. Sartab bowling to Ansar. A good ball on the stumps. Ansar wanted to go big but did not connect well and back to bowler. Sartab again to Ansar. A flighted delivery, a full toss, and this time Ansar did not miss the chance and hit the ball towards the boundary region for a 4. Connect well and back to bowler. Zartab again to Ansar. A flighted delivery, a full toss, flighted by Zartab this time. And Ansar did not have a second thought for hitting the boundary. This time quicker one and just missed the stumps, also missed by keeper. The ball is racing towards the boundary line and it has went for a 4. Not connect well. At first attempt it looked like this time quicker one and just missed the stumps, also missed by inside keeper. This time quicker. यार तुम nicely ball outside of stun, just cut towards third man region for a boundary. Very well shot, very well directed shot by Prashant. Wanted to go over cover but nicely ball out, just taking a leading edge and ball races towards third man region. Nicely ball outside of. With that boundary, CSK have reached on 81 after losing 4 wickets in 8 overs. Shiburaj made 23 in 13 balls. Arjun 35 in 22. Jijo was not able to open his account, and Shant and Ansar is on the crease now. Ansar is going after each and every ball because he knows that if they want to get the match, they need to make a big score over here. Now, a nice catch at the first leap. A fifth wicket down for CSK team. Prashant this time, who wanted to go for a big and brilliantly taken on the slip region. So far, half of the team has backed in the pavilion for CSK. If they want to get a big total over here, they must make a partnership over here. Rissak Harshan was the catcher in the sleep. This is Nasir Firfire's day because he has, in his first over, he has grabbed a very precious wicket of Arjun and Jijo, and now Prashant also. 3 wickets in just 9 deliveries and given away only 4 runs. It's amazing stats for any bowler. Sajib Kunj is a new batter. Will be facing Nasir. Nicely bowled on the stumps, and Sajib just played towards square leg region for a couple of runs. Nasir is taking his time and settling the field for the new batter. Does not allow any free his arm. Another good ball on the stumps. Sajib just played straight back to the bowler. Another good ball on the stumps. Same. Again he played towards fine leg region for a couple of runs. The fielder has reached towards the ball very late. By the time the batters have runs couple. With that couple, the 9 over has been completed and CSK have reached on 86 after loss of 5 wickets. Nasir Shaukat Firfire is a peak bowler for Renegades, has given away only 8 runs in his 2 overs and have picked up very important 3 wickets, including Arjun's wicket. Salahuddin has been introduced from road end now. Salahuddin, who has bowled so far 2 overs and given away 17 runs, and also has picked up on very first delivery of the innings a wicket of Justin. Salahuddin to Ansar, a good ball on the off stumps, and Ansar driven towards deep cover for a couple of runs. Ansar and Sajib has to make sure that they will make a good partnership over here to get to a good total for CSK to depend. Salahuddin again to Ansar. A half volley. A misfield by the fielder on the mid-on region, and the ball races towards boundary line. Salahuddin was trying to keep the ball high but did not get the elevation, and Ansar took his time. He waited for the ball and played his shot. Salahuddin again to Ansar. Again on the stumps, played straight towards long on region for a single. Ansar is looking very solid here, but he has to make sure that he stays in the crease with his partners, because if the CSK is losing wickets from another end, it will be very difficult for Ansar to play his shots. Sajib Kunja will be facing Salahuddin this time. Nicely bowled outside of stumps. A quick single there by Sajib. So far the run rate is almost 10 for CSK, but they have lost half of their side. Ansar is the key over here. Again, nicely ball outside of stumps. Ansar wanted to go big, but it was a bottom and it did not travel well enough. Just they have to manage with just a single. A very precious dot ball at the end. CSK have reached on 95 for 5 after completion of 10 overs. Salahuddin, who has given away 26 runs in his 3 overs and picked up 1 wicket. Ansar is looking very good on his 20 runs in just 10 deliveries, and Sajib is also playing well, run a ball. Asif Nawaz has been introduced from the garden, and this time has been very expensive in his very first over, given away 16 runs. Ansar will be looking to take a toll on Asif. Okay, nicely ball outside of stump, driven towards cover region for a couple of runs. Asif Nawaz to Ansar. On the stumps, Ansar is trying to go hard on each and every ball, but always having a bottom edge, and Kane has to manage with single only this time. Sajib will be facing first time Nawaz now. So far Ansar is looking very good, so Sajib should try and rotate the strike so Ansar can have a maximum strikes. A good ball on the stumps, play towards fine leg region for a boundary. A very good looking shot by Sajib. Did not try to go hard, just given direction to the ball, and the ball races to the boundary. With that boundary, CSK have breached the 100 marks. on the off stumps and again driven for towards cover region for a single by Sajid. So far 8 runs given away in this over in 4 deliveries, 2 more deliveries to go. Ansar will be looking to utilize the remaining two balls. A nice ball on the stump in the slot, and Ansar did not miss the chance this time and went for a big shot, and the ball races out of the boundary for a maximum. Beautiful shot by Ansar, and as I said previously that Ansar will be looking to maximize the score in this over. The ball was in the slot and Ansar did not miss the chance to punish the ball. Ansar has been racing towards the runs. It's reached on 29 in just 13 deliveries. Last ball of the over. Again a lawful toss. Ansar wanted to go hard but just driven for a single. Pretty good over for CSK. 15 runs came from this over after completion of 11 over 110 for 5 CSK. A pretty expensive over by Nawaz. In 2 overs 31 runs has given away so far. Sajid Kunj, who is supporting really well to Ansar, not losing his temperament. Idris Abbas is the new bowler from Road End. Ansar is on strike. On the stump, played straight back to bowler for a quick single there. Idris to Sajib, down the leg, and Sajib again played towards fine leg region, and the ball races towards the boundary. The runs are coming in a flow now, and CSK don't mind as they'll try to maximize and take the risk to get whatever score they can make here. So far 33 run partnership between these two batters in just 17 deliveries. Ansar is the pick here. Idris to Sajib, driven again for a quick single here. Ansar Ashraf definitely will be going after the bowlers. Looking very dangerous. 15 deliveries faced and scored 31 runs so far. Idris to Ansar. On the stumps and wanted to go big, but just driven straight towards long on region for a single. Idris is bowling really well, not pushing hard, just leaving the ball and let batter do some hard work. This time on the stumps and driven back to the bowler by Sajid. Last ball of 12th over. 117 for 5 CSK so far in 11.5 overs. On the stumps, driven straight down the ground for a quick single. Fielder was there and there was a direct hit on the stumps, and batter have stealed another single. So with that couple on the last delivery, the CSK have reached on 119 for 5 in 12 overs. Narayan Singh will be bowling from garden end. Shah wanted to go big, but just missed time this time, and the ball just crossed the 30-yard circle for a single. Sajid will be facing Narayan this time. 120 run already on the board in just 12.1 over. A full toss ball and wanted to go big but did not time well. Just a single over there. It was a punishable ball, but batsman was too early in the shots. That's why the ball did not races Narayan Singh to Ansar. Oh, nicely ball in the slot, and there is a fielder in the deep cover for a couple of runs. A very tidy over by Narayan Singh so far, even though he has bowled a no ball also. Last delivery of his over. Again on the stumps, Sajeev wanted to go big but was thick inside edge and ball hit it on his legs himself. He hurt himself in this over. After completion of 13 overs, CSK have reached on 126 run loss of 5 wickets. A very good over by Narayan Singh, bowled 2 over and given away only 17 runs. Ansar Ashraf is on 36 in just 20 deliveries and Sajid is on 19 in 14 deliveries. Probably the last 2 overs of the innings. Idris again to Ansar, played straight towards long off region for a single run. Idris, who was very economical in his very first over, given away only 9 runs. Sajid this time facing Idris from the road end. On the stumps and driven towards mid-on region for a single. Look like both the batters are tired, wanted to go big as they have very few balls remaining in this innings. They want to capitalize on each and every ball, doesn't want to miss any ball. This to Ansar. On the stumps, again wanted to go, again went hard, driven straight towards a long on region for a single by Ansar. Idris is bowling according to the field only, not giving any room to the batters to free their arms, not giving any freebies to the batters. So far 3 singles in this over. Again on the stumps, again driven straight, again a single only. A very tidy over by Idris Abbas. As earlier we have seen that the Renegades the toss has been awarded to Renegades and they have elected to bowl first. On the stumps, and this time the fielder is coming in. Oh, it was a tough chance, and only managed with a single by the batters. They did not go for a double. They doesn't want to take a risk. Last ball of the over. Sajid outside of stump, driven towards point region, and the batters have easily taken a couple of runs. With that couple, CSK have reached on 133 for 5 after completion of 14 overs. Ansar is on 39 in 23 deliveries. Sajid is on 23 on 17 deliveries. Idris Abbas has given away only 16 runs in his 2 over spell. ₹50 partnership between both the batters. A good ball by Narayan Singh, clean him up. Ansar wanted to go big and missed the ball completely, and the middle stump has been rattled. A big wicket here for Narayan Singh and for the Renegades also. Ansar was looking very dangerous here. So 6th wicket down for CSK on 133 after completion of 14.1 over. Last over running of the innings. Thamsi is a new batter, will be facing Narayan Singh now. Sajib is changing his bat for the last over. On the stumps again, and Thamsi has driven towards mid-on region for a single. CSK batters will hope that they will not make any dot balls over here and try to utilize the remaining four deliveries and score as much as they can. Narayan Singh again, this time through Sajib on the stumps, and Sajib has played a big shot this time, and collision here over there on the boundary line. The ball races for a maximum there. A very good shot by Sajib, and the fielder on the boundary line has collided and the ball went for a maximum. Narayan Singh again to Sajib. Again on the stumps, wanted to go big but missed the chance, and this time the bowler escaped by having a damage over here. The ball was in the slot, but the batter just left the wicket and wanted to go for a big one. Did not connect. Last two deliveries of the inning. Again this time wanted to go big but driven straight for a quick couple of runs over there. And a sharp appeal by the bowler itself, but umpire Wahid had turned it down as the batter was in. Last delivery of the over. This time driven towards cover region, and the batters are trying to make as much as couple of runs, and easily they have taken couple runs, and also there is run out on the last delivery. So with that couple, the CSK have reached on 144 runs in 15 overs after losing 6 wickets. So 145 is the target for Renegades. Welcome back for the chase. Risaq is on strike and Salahuddin is on non-strike. Justin started waver down the leg and umpire Josefa signaled a wide. Change of side for Justin for a left-hander batter. Again down the leg, but this time the batter just sneaked it. Risaq wanted to go big heave towards fine leg region but did not connect well. Justin to Salahuddin on the off stumps, play towards the point region for a quick single there. A bit of misfield by the Siad. Seems like he has injured himself. Risaq is on strike. Justin to Risaq, outside of stumps, and umpire Josefa has signaled a wide. What do you think, Mr. Ridwan? I mean, by looking at the pitch is getting flatter and flatter. So it will be easier for batter to play their shots, or the spinners will have their play in this game.
The pitch looks nice actually. It all depends now how they're what they're gonna score in the first 6 overs during the power play.
As we have seen that CSK were on the brisk start, Arjun and Shibu, they have played their shots earlier in the power play. So the similar type of innings required here by both the openers from Renegades. So far, Justin has given away 9 runs in this over, last delivery of the over. Outside of stump, again cuts towards point region, and the ball is racing towards boundary line, and the ball has breached the boundary for a 4. A bit of a misfield there again cuts towards point region, Siad, and the ball is racing towards boundary line, and the ball has After completion of 1 over, the score reaches to 13. Loss of no wickets. Arjun is the new bowler from Garden End, and Isak will be facing him first time. Isak taking his guard. Nicely bowled by Arjun, the slower one, and he tricked the batter, and batter completely missed the ball, and the ball crashes into the stumps. A first breakthrough for CSK. Nicely bowled by Arjun, the slower for here. A very well bowled by Arjun, slower one in the air. A precious wicket here.
New batsman walking in. Mark his guard. Arjun to continue from Garden End. Renegades, after loss of 1 wicket, 13 runs in 1.3 overs. Wide called.
Good ball on the stumps. Just defended back by Zartab. Pretty tighty over by Justine this time. Again, nicely bowled on the stumps. Did not give any room to batters. Arjun from the garden end to Salahuddin. Oh, nicely bowled. A slower one. Just tucked away. Arjun is bowling really well here. In his first over, given away only one run and taken a wicket of Rasak. Again, way outside off stump and good grab by the keeper, but still umpire Wahid had given a signal wide. If CSK wants to stay in the match, they have to control the extras. Arjun to Salahuddin again. Again the slower one. Just almost in the block hold, and Salahuddin just played over the bowler head for a single. Arjun is not pushing hard in the bowling. Oh, nicely bowled again outside of stumps and a good grab by keeper. It seems like that the ball is having movement in and out both way. The first two deliveries he bowled was in swinger, and this time he bowls an out swinger. He's bowling really tight line and not giving any chance to batters to free their arms. Sartab is yet to open the account. This time Arjun bowled down the leg side and another extra as wide. As Mohammad Zartab is yet to open his account, played 8 deliveries so far and still is on 0. Arjun with his 4th delivery in this over. outside of stumps, wanted to go big over the cover, but just the bottom edge, and the ball runs towards long off region for a single. So far, Arjun have bowled really well, given away only 4 runs in this over. Pretty tighty over by Arjun. This time, again, the ball was in the slot. Salahuddin wanted to go big, but did not collect well, and but still they managed to steal a couple of runs over there. It's quite interesting to see how Salahuddin is standing in his stance, keeping his feet way outside his stumps, and when the bowlers bowl the delivery, he comes on the stumps and play the ball. Arjun with his last delivery to Salahuddin. Another ball outside of stump, and this time umpire Wahid gave a signal wide. Has given away 3 extra runs in this over as wide. CSK has to control their lines, should not give any extra runs if they want to be in the match. Nicely ball on the stumps, driven straight for a quick single by Salahuddin. With that single, the Renegades have reached on 24 after completion of 4 over loss of 1 wicket. Salahuddin is on 10 and Mohammad Zartab is on 1 in 9 deliveries. Arjun has given away only 9 runs in his 2 overs and taken 1 wicket also. The run rate is 6 runs per over so far for Renegades. They need to up the tempo to chase down the target in remaining 16 overs. Justin to continue from the road end. Prashant, who is standing up on the stumps, settling the field for Justin. Again the slower one. Salahuddin wanted to go big but did not connect well, and just short of the longer fielder for a single. Justin to Zartab, nicely bowled outside of stump, and there was a chance for a run out, but bowler not able to grab the ball. A very good field there by Shiburaj. Justin to Zartab. Nicely bowled down the leg side this time. Umpire Josefa signaled wide. Justin to Zartab again. Now this time on the stumps, and Zartab wanted to cut the ball towards Salman region, but the fielder at that point was very sharp and did not allow batter to take a quick single there. So far, pretty tighty over by Justin. Nicely bowled again. Zartab is trying to get off from the strike because he knows that he has taken too much balls, and if he has given strike to a non-striker batter Salahuddin, he might can hit the ball and score runs. Again, nicely bowled on the stumps. Zartab went hard this time, and the ball is travelling towards mid-on region, and easy double for the batters. Seems like Zartab is feeling the heat in the center. Last ball of the over for Justin. Nicely bowled again on the stumps, driven straight on towards long off region for a single. A pretty tighty over by Justin. So far he has bowled 3 over, given away only 20 runs. After completion of 5 over, Renegades reach on 29, loss of 1 wicket. CSK bowlers have done pretty well job not allowing batters to free their arms, and Renegades are really looking for make some quick score here. Last over of the power play, Arjun to bowl. Pretty interesting to see that both the opening bowlers have bowling 3 overs. Zartab will be facing Arjun. Again, nicely bowled on the stump, driven straight towards long off region for a single. That's a good thinking by Zartab, that he's giving strike to Salahuddin, who is looking good. And Arjun taking his time settling the field for Salahuddin. This time Arjun to Salahuddin. Again on the stumps. This time wanted to go big, but just short of the long on fielder. Again a single only. Seems like both the batter try to negotiate with the bowlers. They are not taking any risk here. Keeper Prashant is coming up on the stumps now. Arjun to Zartab. Oh, nicely slower one. An edge, and there was a chance of a run out, but Salahuddin make it comfortably. It was a low full toss by Arjun, and Zartab wanted to go big, but it was a thick outside edge, and short third man fielder have grabbed the ball quickly and throw the ball towards keeper, where keeper dislodged the bail, but by the time the batter has already in, umpire Josefa said he is safe. It could have been a costly run here. This time he bowled the half volley, and Salahuddin played a pull shot, and the ball races towards the boundary for a 4. A nice looking shot by Salahuddin. He's not taking any risk, but when the loose ball is there, he's not leaving it also. Arjun tried to bowl the quicker one and he got punished. Earlier we have seen that he's just giving slower ones and into almost into the block holes, not giving freebies. Again, this time outside of stump. It's a leading edge, and the fielder is coming under, and it's a drop. A crucial drop by the fielder here. This might cost them the match also. That was a huge drop actually. Salahuddin is a player, you cannot drop him. Manu Raj was the field culprit this time. Arjun, who has done a fantastic job in his bowling spell, making chances. You cannot afford any drop chances here. Last ball of his over. This time on the stumps, played straight over the bowler's head for a quick single here. With that single, Renegades have reached on score of 38 run, loss of 1 wicket in 6 overs. Arjun Varka have given away 18 run in his 3 overs and picked up 1 wicket. Salahuddin is playing on 17 in 12 deliveries and Mohammad Zartab is on 7 in 17 deliveries. So far they have negotiated the power play pretty well, just losing 1 wicket and scored 38 runs. But Renegades needs to up the tempo in order to chase down the target. The required run rate have reached to 7.64. Change in bowling from the road end. Captain for CSK, Mohammad Siad himself. Zartab will be facing Mohammad Siab. Spin has been introduced. Nicely bowled outside of stump. Cut towards third man region. The ball is rushing away towards the boundary line, and it is a 4. A nicely played by Zartab. He knows there was no fielder in the deep, and he picked up the gap this time. Muhammad Siad to Zartab again. Nicely bowled outside of stump. Zartab wanted to go big but did not connect. And very quick work done by the keeper Prashant. Siad to Zartab again. This time the leggy again. He wanted to cut the ball between the third man and the point. This time the googly, and there was a quick single there by Zartab and Salahuddin. Slightly misfield there by Thurman fielder. So far given away only 5 runs. This time outside off stump again, and Salahuddin played towards deep point for a couple of runs. A good throw by the fielder. Salahuddin is not leaving any loose balls. He's playing his shots, looking very calm and composed, making his inning. Again outside off stump, and this time he missed the ball, and he wanted to cut between the third man and the point, but did not connect the ball. Vicious dot ball to complete the over. After completion of 7 overs, the Renegades have reached on 45, loss of 1 wicket. This time Manuraj bowled a full toss, and Salahuddin punished it for a boundary. This time Zartab played straight over the bowler's head for a boundary. Pretty much costly over by Manuraj this time. Given away 11 runs so far in his 4 deliveries. Zartab is looking in some mood now. Again, a nicely ball outside of stump. Zartab wanted to go over cover but did not connect the ball. Salahuddin is giving some advice to Zartab. Nicely bowled on the stumps and just missed by a chance. Was a pretty good line, almost in the block hole, and a pretty good end of the over. Quite expensive one, given away 11 runs, but still Renegades are on 56 for 1 after completion of 8 overs. Salahuddin is on 24 in 16 deliveries. Mohammad Zartab is on 17 in 25 deliveries. Mohammad Siad to continue from the road end. Salahuddin will be facing this time. Again, nicely bowled outside of stumps. Wanted to cut the ball, did not connect. Siad is looking to make a breakthrough here. Nicely bowled on the stump, low full toss. Salahuddin wanted to go hard but driven straight to the fielder at point. No run so far. Oh, nicely on googly, and this time completely misjudged by Salahuddin. Not able to read the googly this time. Salahuddin wanted to go big, but the ball just touched him. Pretty good bowling so far by Mohammad Siad. Oh, this time quicker one, and again Salahuddin missed the chance to cut the ball between third man and the point region, as there is no deep field here. Pretty good bowling by Mohammad Siad. This time a high full toss, and umpire signaled no ball immediately. It's a no ball and a free hit for the over waist height. So Zartab have full license to go big on this one, and definitely he'll be taking a toll on it. This time outside of stump, nicely bowled, did not give so much of space for a batter. Just a single on a free hit. So far pretty good over by Siad, just given away 3 runs so far. Siad to Salahuddin, last delivery, nicely bowled, driven back to the bowler. A precious dot here. After completion of 9 overs, Renegades reached on 59, loss of 1 wicket. Mohammad Zartab is on 18 in 26 deliveries. Salahuddin is on 25 in 22 deliveries. Mohammad Siad have bowled 2 over, given away only 10 runs. Pretty economical. They are not allowing batters to free their arms. There's another change in the bowling now from the garden end. Thamseed is the new bowler. Thamsit from Garden End to Zertab. Oh, nicely bowled on the stumps. A, a quick single there by Zertab. Justin looks a little soppy in the field. But batsmen are not taking any risk. They want to take the game deep. Oh, nicely bowled on the stumps this time. A short one. Salahuddin stayed big and pulled the ball towards mid-on region for a single. The ball is turning nicely. So the bowler is using their a nicely bowled again. And this time Zartab played a late sweep towards fine leg region for a couple of runs. Quite interesting to see. Zartab is looking very tired here, and with the heat and spins are the bowlers. Spin bowlers are on, so he has to gather energy to hit the ball. Thamsit taking his time to set the field in his fourth delivery of the over to Zartab. This time again on the stump, and again Zartab wanted to play the sweep shot but did not connect. A good flighted delivery by Thamsit. Again, nicely bowled, the flighted one, just for a single. Zartab is looking very tired. He's not able to connect the ball properly, but still is on the crease. That's a good thing for Renegades, that they still have wickets in their hands. Last ball of the delivery, and this time Salahuddin did not miss the chance and played a big shot this time towards mid-on region for a maximum. A good looking shot by Salahuddin, which have went for 6 runs. After completion of 10 over, Renegades reach on 70, loss of 1 wicket. Salahuddin is on 32 in 24 deliveries, and Mohammad Sartab is on 22 in 30 deliveries. Till the 5th ball, Thamsit have bowled pretty good, but the last ball he have bowled has given into the arc, and Salahuddin did not miss the chance and put the ball over the boundary line. So Renegades still required 75 runs in another 10 overs. Sajib to Salahuddin this time. A quicker one on the stumps, and Salahuddin just respected and return it back to the bowlers. Quite elegant action by Sajib. He's hiding the ball behind his back. And this time again the quicker one, shorter. Salahuddin stayed back and pulled the ball towards mid-on region for a single. So far given away only 2 runs in this over. The Renegades are going with 6.86 run and almost 7. This time again outside of stump, and the fielder has been on the right position where Zartab plays. Zartab wanted to cut the ball between point and third man. Sajib to Zartab this time, away outside of the ball, and umpire Josefa signaled a wide. CSK has to control their line and length. They cannot afford any more extras here. And this time quicker and short one. Zartab wanted to go big but did not connect well, just short of long on fielder for a single. Last ball of the over coming up. Salahuddin, who is looking very solid. Now this time quicker down the leg, and umpire signaled wide again. Another extra run for Renegades. Pretty good job by keeper Prashanta. This time again quicker one, short ball, and Salahuddin punished this time, and the ball races towards final leg region for a 4. With that boundary, Renegades have reached on 78 for 1 after completion of 11 overs. Salahuddin is playing on 37 in 27 deliveries, and Mohammad Zartab is on 24 in 33 deliveries. Ahmad Siad from Garden End this time. Nicely bowled, plighted one, and Zartab picked it from the slot for a maximum. This time he has taken a toll on the Siad. Ahmad Siad from Garden End this time. Plighted one in the slot, nicely bowled, plighted one, and Zartab picked it from the slot in longer for a maximum. Kane this time played a big shot. The fielder is coming underneath, and it was a drop chance and went for a maximum again. Ansar was the fielder on the boundary line. He dropped the chance. Not only he dropped the chance, and the ball have dropped behind the line. Umpire Wahid signaled 6 runs. First 2 deliveries have went for a maximum by Mohammad Siad. Pretty costly over so far. Third delivery of his over. This time flighted. Oh, nicely bowled. And this time clip the bails. Seems like the batsman is not agree that the bails have the ball have clipped the ball or what. We are waiting for the decisions from the umpire. Finally, the signal has been given out by the umpire. Nasser Firfira is the new batter. Pretty expensive over so far, but also has taken a wicket of Mohammad Zartab. This time outside of stump, and the ball shown quite a bit. Quite a peel by the bowler, but the over so far, but also has taken a wicket of Mohammad Zartab. This time outside of stump, and this time again he has been successful. Salahuddin's wicket this time he has taken, and fielder this time did not make any mistakes. He took the catch comfortably here. Shibu Raj was a fielder on the boundary line. This might cost them the match. This is really crucial phase of the game. They have lost a two quick wicket here. Both the set batsman is in the pavilion now, and Nasser Firfira is a new batter, and another new batter is coming in. Idris Abbas is the new batter. Checker. Thamsid to be bowled from the road end. Nasser Firfira will be facing this time. So far Renegades is on 92 for 3 after completion of 12 overs. They still require 53 runs. 57 runs. A lawful toss by Thamsid outside off, and nicely driven by Nasir towards cover region for a couple of runs. Good running running between to the wicket. If Renegades want to chase down the target, Nasser is the key here. Okay, nicely flighted delivery this time, and this time he have launched the ball for a maximum. Nasser did not miss these opportunities. He just rocked back and punched it over the long off region for a maximum. If CSK want to stay in the game, they have to take Nasser out of the crease, or else he will take the game away from them. Thamsit again to Nasser, this time on the stumps and almost in the block hole, and they have still a quick couple over there and another miss. There was a chance for another run, but Nasser says no. So far Thamsit has given 10 runs in 3 deliveries. This time Nasser stayed back and wanted to pull the ball towards mid-on region but did not connect. This is the area where you have to bowl if you want to stop Nasser playing his shots. Thamsit to Nasser again. This time again flighted delivery on the stumps, played over the bowler's head for a single. The current run rate is going 8.03. The required rate is only 5.86. Should be an easy cakewalk if they don't mess up here for Renegades. Nicely bowled. Shorter one this time. And Idris just played towards long on region for a single. Pretty good over for Renegades this time. After completion of 13 over, Renegades is on 104 for 3 wickets. Forty runs required in 41 deliveries for Renegades. Mohammad Sia to Nasser this time. Nicely bowled on the stumps. Nasser just defend the ball straight back to bowler. Mohammad Sia to Nasser. Oh, this time a lawful toss and Nasser driven back towards bowler for a single. Nicely flighted delivery. A single by Idris. They are not taking any risk. The run rate is under control for Renegades. And this time Nasser went for a big shot, and it is a maximum. Nasser is just waiting for the right ball and then taking toll
Over
on the
so far,
bowlers,
but also has
not giving any chance
And
for
this
this time.
time
Nasser went for a big shot,
set their
and
land
it
line.
maximum for Nasser. This time again flighted delivery outside off, and Nasser again played a big shot. It has went sail over the boundary line for a maximum again. Nasser is taking on a toll
Maximum
on for Nasser. CSK captain Mohammad Siad. In the previous
Time
over
again
also
flighted
he has
delivery
improved
outside
successfully,
off, and Nasser
this
again
time
played a big
shot. It has went. Nasser is making sure that his team reaches towards the winning line as soon as possible. He have reached on 25 in just 10 deliveries. Earlier we have seen Salahuddin and Zartab have steadied their partnership and took the game almost away from the CSK. Renegades required 26 runs in 36 deliveries. CSK has to think out of box to get rid of Nasir. If he stays in the ground, the match will end anytime soon. And if the wicket falls over here, the match gonna be very interesting. The captain of CSK and the think tank are thinking whom to give a ball this time. Seems like Justin is coming up here. Justin is the bowler from the road end. Idris will be facing him. Oh, nicely bowled by Justin and clean him up. He was not able to read the ball. The ball pitched up on the line and rattled the stumps. A pretty good delivery by Justin. Nicely bowled by Justin and clean him up. Completely missed it this time. CSK will be very much happy by taking the wickets here. 4 downs for Renegades so far. Suresh is the new batter, jersey number 228. This might be a crucial over by Justin if he can take a couple of more wickets over here. Justin to Suresh. Again on the stumps, driven straight towards long on region for a single by Suresh. It's a good thinking that he's giving strike to Nasser, who is looking dangerous here. Nasser can take a toll on any bowler. Justin to Nasser. This time outside of stump. Just driven straight towards long off region for a single. Suresh wanted two, but Nasser is not interested. Slowly, Renegades are reaching towards the target. Still required 34 runs. This time slower one, outside off, and Suresh did not miss this time. He has launched the ball over the long off region for a 6 target. Runs. Pretty good looking shot by Suresh. He read the ball, he waited for it. This time slower one, outside off, and over the long on Suresh did. He was bowling pretty well, and with that maximum, he has ruined his bowling figure in this over. This time nicely bowled on the stumps. Just driven straight for a single. Last delivery of the over from Justine on the stumps, and Nasir just respect the ball, did not go for any extraordinary shots because he knows that he has already covered the runs in this over. After completion of 15 overs, Renegades have reached on 128 runs for 4 wickets. Still require 17 runs in 30 balls. Nasir, who's looking very dangerous, 26 of just 12 deliveries. Renegades are inching closer towards the victory. Just required 17s in 30 deliveries. Manuraj is the bowler from the garden end this time. Manuraj to Suresh. Suresh wanted to go big but misses completely. Suresh is in hurry to finish the match. A precious 2 dot deliveries by Manuraj. Suresh is going for a big heave but still not able to connect. Still requires 17 in 28 deliveries. This time on the stumps, and this time Suresh driven straight towards long on region for a single. Manuraj to Nasir this time, almost in the block hole, and a quick single there by Nasir and Suresh. Suresh could have been in trouble if the throw was direct. Still require 15 runs in 26 deliveries. Nicely bowled on the stumps, and this time Manuraj is able to rattle the stumps. Suresh completely missed the ball, did not able to read, and the ball castled the stumps completely. Nicely bowled on the stumps, but still they have to beware of Nasser, who is on the non-strike. So far he has given away only 2 runs in this over and picked up a very good wicket. The new batter Tashrilla Saeed is coming in. Renegades still required 15 in 25 deliveries. Tashrilla Saeed is the new batsman. Manuraj nicely bowled on the stumps. Tashrilla Saeed wanted a quick single, but Nasir denied because he wanted to stay on strike for the next over. Earlier in the innings, Salahuddin and Zarta played really well. They built the partnership. They made the base for the Nasser to play his shots and take the team towards the winning line. And Nasir is anchoring his innings in just 13 deliveries, scored 27 runs. He has to make sure that his team does not have any more hiccups. हो गया. Arjun to be bowled from the road end this time. Nasir, who will be facing him first time. Arjun, who bowled 3 overs, given away 18 runs and picked up 1 wicket so far. Renegade still requires 15 runs in 24 balls. Nicely bowled on the stumps. Nasser took a quick single there. Tashrilla wanted a second, but Nasser says no. A good running between the wicket by both the batters. Arjun is not happy with the fielder in the deep. This time Tashrilla driven towards cover region for a quick single there. Nasser is back on strike. Still required 13. Single there by Tashrilla and Nasser. Still require 11 runs. Renegades require 10 runs in 18 deliveries. They are inching closer towards victory, and they would be happy if Nasser finishes off in his style. CSK has to think out of box to save this match. So far they have done pretty good job. In 17 overs they have given away only 135 runs. Manuraj to continue from the garden end. Nasir will be facing the ball. Manuraj to Nasir. Almost in the block hole. A low full toss by Manuraj to Nasir. Driven straight for a single. Still 9 required in 17 deliveries for Renegades. I'm sure Nasir doesn't want to take any risk here. He's just making sure that his team reaches to the victory line. Tashrullah. This time slower one. A low full toss again by Manuraj. Tashrullah wanted a quick single, but Nasser denied it. He doesn't want to take any risk here. He knows the importance of his wicket. Manuraj to Srila again, there was a slightly misfield and there might be a chance of run out, but the fielder is not able to grab the bowling chime. The Srila is struggling to rotate the strike. Manuraj to the Srila again. Again, nicely bowled on the stumps. Still require 9 runs in 15 deliveries. Manuraj to the Srila now. Again, nicely bowled on the stump. Another precious dot ball by Manuraj. 5 deliveries he have bowled so far and just given away a single run. 9 required from 13 deliveries. A pretty interesting contest here. The bowler is getting the heat out here. Last delivery of the over. And this time a very good ball on the legs. A precious dot delivery by Manu. A pretty good over by Manuraj. Just given away a single run. Renegades still require 9 runs in 12 deliveries. Justin Varghese 4 over 29 for 1, Arjun 4 over 23 for 1, Mohammad Siad 4 over 39 for 2, Manu Raj, who was exceptional in his last over, 3 over 14 for 1, Thamseed bowled 2 overs, given away 23 runs, and Sajib, who have bowled only 1 over and given away 8 runs. Seems like another bowling change from the road end this time. Ansar Ashraf is the bowler. 136 for 5 after completion of 18 overs. CSK have done pretty fantastic job not giving away so many runs. Ansar Ashraf to Nasser this time, almost in the block hole. Lawful toss by and very quick field. There was a chance of a run out, but umpire Josefa said no, he is in. A quick single there by Nasir in the Srila. I did not understand the mindset of Nasir, because he knows that if he stays on the strike, he could have done the score. But he's giving strike to the non-striker batter who is on 2 runs in 9 deliveries. I think he wants to take the game deep till the last over. He's waiting for the spinners, might be. Still 8 required in 11 deliveries. The Srila. Ansar Ashraf to the Srila this time. Nicely bowled on the stumps. Just upishly driven by the Srila for a couple of runs. A very good use of feet. Just went down towards the ball and just driven above the fielder for a couple of runs. Ansar Ashraf again to the Srilla, this time outside of stump, and a quick single there again by the Srilla and Nasser. 5 required in 9 balls. Nasser should be thinking to end the match here with a maximum over here. Ansar to Nasser this time, plays over the point. There is a fielder in the deep. Only single they have taken. Still 4 required in 8 deliveries. Nasser is feeling the heat in the middle now. Looks pretty tired. He nicely bowls outside edge, and the ball is racing towards the boundary line for a boundary. With that edge, the Renegades have finally clinched the victory over here. Pretty good batting response by Renegades. There was a few hiccups in between, but still somehow they have managed to clinch the victory. Earlier we have seen that CSK have set the total of 144 for 7 in 15 overs, and Renegades have chased down the target with 7 deliveries left in the innings. So this is the end for Division C's final.